Hello there, it's Ruth here for the final time because this is my 11th model for an IELTS Task 2 academic essay. For our final essay, we're going to write a discussion essay about animal rights. Animals are regularly used in science, medicine, and even fashion. Many people argue that this is unnecessary and unfair, and that animals should not be used for human purposes. Discuss. This IELTS question has a very simple one-word instruction. Discuss. What does that mean? You must show both sides. Your essay must be balanced, so you don't want to argue on one side. And you have to tell the examiner in the introduction that you will show both sides of the debate. If you want to put a little bit of opinion, you can only do it in the conclusion. Let me repeat that. Only put an opinion in the conclusion. And you can also give a recommendation, a warning, or a prediction. So when we read the essay now, have a look in the conclusion. Are the two sides clear to you? On one side, people think animals should be used for human purposes, that it's okay to use animals. And on the other side, people disagree and animals should not be used. You can have a look at my reasons there. Here is the introduction. Throughout history, humans have used animals for food, work, research, and even just for pleasure. While some people believe this exploitation to be unjust, others say it is a necessary part of human survival. Both of these viewpoints will be explored in this essay. The first sentence is background or factual information. Your first sentence should be something that no one can argue with. The second sentence paraphrases the essay question and narrows the focus. And the last sentence provides the guide to the essay. That is a perfect IELTS Task 2 discussion essay introduction. Body paragraph 1. More recently, vegetarianism and veganism have been on the rise. Similarly, it is not uncommon to see animal activists protesting outside medical research centres or in the oceans where whaling happens. These activists argue that animals have feelings and that it is unfair that we use them for food when we can eat vegetables, seeds and nuts for our nutritional needs. Therefore, using animals for our selfish needs is inhumane. It is also argued that livestock farming is unsustainable. Do you remember the plan? You've got to discuss both sides. So this side is the one that says animals should not be used. So the next paragraph, use a contrast linker at the start, like on the other hand, or in contrast, or while, and then show what the other side thinks. On the other hand, many scientists and meat-eaters claim that animals are a natural part of the food chain and that they exist to ensure the survival of the human race, especially because animal protein and iron is important in the human diet. Also, unless animals are used in laboratories to test new medicines, many people may suffer terrible side effects from taking untested substances. So the people who say this paragraph disagree with the paragraph before. My main body discussed both sides. And the conclusion. To sum up, Animal lovers stress the need to treat animals as sentient beings who have rights and cannot speak for themselves. Despite these kind views, I tend to agree with scientists who highlight the need for certain nutrients that only animal meat can provide. However, I am totally opposed to any form of animal cruelty and advise all governments to ban this in laboratories. Perfect conclusion. Summarize the main points. Then give your opinion gently. Did you see that? I tend to agree with. Because the essay did not ask you for your opinion. And finally, remember I said you can also put a recommendation. So, this essay was a very simple one, but it had very specific vocabulary. There are some there. Do you know many words for people? So many IELTS students use the word people. And people is a generalization. If you want 6.5, you should not generalize by always repeating the word people. So here are some words like animal lovers, meat eaters, scientists, researchers. They are much better than the word people. This model used excellent linking techniques, excellent words to introduce the arguments of other people, like believe, argue, it is argued that, claim that, stress, the noun views, and remember I tend to agree with, and lastly, highlight. What a wonderful range of reporting verbs and nouns. Go back and read this essay again. It is quite simple, but it is a perfect discussion essay model for task 2. All the best. I've thoroughly enjoyed preparing this for you.